Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with another night, 7 Days to Die. Here with me is Mike, MoneyGMR of course.
Hey everyone, I'm here.
You know, it just wouldn't be the same without him.
Hope you can hear me.
Oh, I hope it's working. Mike, did you watch the video I did? At all?
Oh, of the new, not the new, so like the remaster of Ace Attorney or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but been planning to get around to it.
Wait, did you see the message we sent in the chat though? You know?
Yes, I saw a little message about it. Yeah, about how it was like, what was it? Attempt one of like half or whatever.
Oh yeah, like I said, it was take like 1.5 or whatever, 1.5 or whatever.
And Beavis made a comment about it. I loved it. That was
shades of Leslie Nielsen and what's the name of the Naked Gun. No, but did you?
Sorry.
I was just curious. Did you see like what else we said? Like, 'cause it's something special about it. And I don't know if because we weren't telling you, but I don't think we told you afterwards either. I did it with Beepus was doing co-commentary with me.
Oh no, she didn't mention it. Nope. So that's cool.
No, we were talking about it in the chat, and like most people were aware because they probably watched a little bit of it. But I guess you never picked up on it. Okay. Yeah, we were doing that like the night before or whatever, and we were like not mentioning it. Like, oh, I'm not gonna tell Mike. It'll be a surprise. But then of course you didn't watch it anyway. Oh, that's classic.
Yep. I had every intention to, but I haven't been watching YouTube as much lately.
Yeah. Oh, hey, NanoTrites did a re-membership. I think that's what's called. So thank you for the remembering. That just sounds stupid. I don't know. Honestly, thanks for the resubscription, NanoTrites. I think that just sounds better. Even that's not the term they use on YouTube.
Yeah.
Time flies. 7 months, yeah. It's true. How are you doing tonight? Thank you very much. 7 months. Wow. That's very generous of you. So, yeah. Speaking of the Phoenix Wright thing, in case anyone else is wondering, I did a second episode with Beepus, kind of the same night we did the first one. I haven't uploaded yet because I'm not sure like how often we're going to be recording them. And so far we haven't done it again because she's been kind of busy this week. But I'll probably upload it maybe tomorrow, because it'll be a week since I did the first one. And I'll see if we could record some more next week, maybe. See if she has any nights she's free. She's actually getting sleep, I think, for once. So that's why we're not doing the Phasmophobia tonight. She's actually getting rest. And we decided to head back and do some 7 Days to Die. Since Mike and I have been playing this one for a while, we're just going to continue along with it and see where we get today.
Yeah,
tired but awake.
Might just goof around, maybe see if there's a horde in our very future. We'll see.
I think there might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing pretty good here. Didn't really have much to do today. Thankfully, I guess. You know, better that than being overwhelmed and tired. What about you, Mike?
Yeah.
How's everything with you?
The week's been a little busy. It's been a little bit hotter. And so that's been sapping my energy a little bit, but not
Things
too
heating
bad
up with
overall. Yeah. Everyone at work has been talking about how it's getting to be more summer, but it's so funny because my boss, today they were talking to us and he goes, "Hey, I bet it felt pretty nice that it was cooler today." And I was like, "What planet are you on right now? It's not cooler today. It's still hot out there."
It's funny. Some people react to temperature differently. And what I've noticed is, as people get older, they complain about the temperature more. Because, you know, I tell some of you guys, like my parents, you know, they're all Floridians at this point, basically. So whenever they come up here, they're like complaining majorly about how cool it is, even if it's like 70 degrees. They're like, "Oh, it's 70 degrees. Like, that's too cool." And then like, but then it's like 76, and my mom's like, "Oh, it's too hot." I'm like, you have like 2 degrees of temperature where you feel comfortable, basically. It's like 72, 73 degrees or whatever. And everything else is either too hot or too cold.
one of my old jobs, there was this lady that would always bitch about how hot it was. And
does
it
she?
was like, I was at one of my older jobs, not the one I'm at now.
Oh.
And it was like 65 degrees outside. And she goes, it is so fucking hot out there. We're like,
You sure
just
about
staring
that?
at her like, what are you talking about? And she goes, well, where I'm from, like, it's like sometimes 50, sometimes in the 40s. And I'm like, well, no wonder it's hot to you that it's 65, idiot.
Yeah.
But like, I remember my favorite debate that ever came up about something like that was like what people thought would be the perfect temperature year round. Of course,
This
everyone
is a controversial
disagreed.
topic, yes.
Yeah. And my favorite one was the person who goes, it should be 50 degrees year round. And it was like a bigger dude, you know, like think like mountain man type of beard and stuff like that.
Uh-oh,
And
yeah.
we took one look at him and we were just like, well, yeah, but to you, you'd be fine in that temperature because you probably don't even have to wear a jacket outside. Like, you probably come from Canada or something. Not saying anything bad about it, just saying, you know. But it just
Yeah, I think we've
cracked me
had a
up
few
'cause, like, you're
Canadians. Let's
this.
not offend them.
Oh, I'm not offending him at all. I'm just
joking.
saying. I know. But, like, it's just too funny because, like, here he was saying that it should be 50 degrees year round. And we're like, yeah, but then my favorite one is, like, me and a few of my other buddies at the time who like to go swimming and stuff in the summer said we wouldn't be able to go swimming. And he goes, who the
Too
fuck
bad.
wants to go swimming? And we all just stared at him and goes, you're talking to a bunch of people here that swim in the summertime. He goes, well, you're all idiots.
It's a really cheery guy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He must have been a real pleasure to work with.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
I could tell.
It was just too funny. I was just like, this guy is something else.
Oh, did I get a better vest? Also, I sent you an invite. I don't know if you got it or not.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just
Okay.
loading in.
Yeah, I
You
wasn't
know,
sure.
unlike
I
Beavis, for
figured
some reason, mine takes a while.
I know, she's got a good connection, or a good computer, one or the other. Or
Probably a
both.
little bit of both.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Alright, let's see if I take this off, if I'd be better off using this on the other jacket. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. I wasn't sure if that took into account the armor rating or not. Oh, there it is. Mike joining. Send him the things now. Even though he's probably still not loaded in. Ooh, we got... Oh, hey, Fantron. What's going on? Saw your little message pop up. How's everything been with you? Let me actually wear this.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
I got
I'll
another
have
level 6
20
vest if you
minutes.
need one. I think maybe we already have kind of maxed out our armor,
I have a
though.
level 3. Wow.
Oh, then yeah, you'll
So, yeah,
definitely
I'll need that.
want this after I put it in this already full armor bin. Why do I have all these mods in my inventory? I may have been rearranging stuff. Let's see if everything's
Most
got
likely.
stuff equipped. Yeah, I guess so. Why are they able... Some of them glow, but some of them don't. I don't know what that means. I'm looking at my sniper rifle in my inventory, Mike, and 2 of the mods have like a green glow effect to them, and the other ones are grayed out. And I'm not sure what that means exactly. You see that? If you like look at my stream, I don't know if you have it up or not.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
I never noticed that
weird.
before. You're watching.
Oh, maybe it's
Starfield
saying
Direct?
what you have on that you could still put on.
Oh, is okay.
'Cause, like-
Let me see. Yeah. Where was that?
Like if it was possible to put it on there. Oops.
Oh, now it shows them all green. I don't understand. Maybe it's just a weird thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe it's a weird bug. This game isn't perfect.
Yeah,
So
we still
what-
enjoy playing it.
What was at the Starfield Direct? Exactly. Have you heard of this, Mike? The Starfield Direct?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know there was one.
Sounds interesting, though.
I need to get rid of this extra ammo. As you know, why carry all this ammo? Oh, you guys probably have stuff inside of you. Oh, they do. Yeah. More stuff to put away. Oh, this is Mike's room. Where's my second? Oh, is this mine?
Let's see. Do we have the improved fitting mods or whatever it's called? Let's see. Put that on there. What does that do? Armor rating +2. And
Oh yeah, I know that the Starfield is supposed to be like Bethesda's like sci-fi version of Elder Scrolls or Fallout, I guess, or whatever. I guess Fallout's already sci-fi,
yeah.
but I just meant like, what's the direct? Like, I guess it's a presentation, but what exactly did they show at it? I suppose. I don't know. Did I lose my second drone? I don't even see it. That'd be funny. Let me go outside. Maybe it'll catch up to me. Come on. Any moment now. I don't even see the other. Oh, there's one. Maybe they fixed that bug. Because now I don't have the second drone anymore. At least I can't find it.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say... Wait, no, you repaired the other one.
Yeah, it broke at one point, but then I went and fixed it. Oh,
Right.
I hear zombies. Somewhere.
Well, hopefully everything's okay.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, I guess I could switch out to the level 6 drone that I have now. Because I just put that away. Because I figured I wouldn't... Yep, I definitely don't see it. Interesting.
That's a shame.
Oh well. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, I guess.
Right.
Oh no, now I find... Yeah, okay, whatever, I see it now.
Yay, good.
And it's filled with crap, like I figured. That was also the thing I was worried, like, oh, it probably has a ton of stuff in it. Yeah, it's got like silver and stuff that I want to put away. I feel like there should be a way to auto sort the inventory. I wonder if they have any mod for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wait, no. Like, it's too much brain power figuring out where everything goes. All that crap we have at this point.
I hear that.
This is what we need Shadowcat here for. Oh, actually, I just realized Shadowcat, like, well, we're in, like, a different call for the thing, so Shadowcat wouldn't be able to hear us if we, had Shadowcat join us, but I didn't even think to ask, because we hadn't been using the 7 Days to Die chat lately that we usually use.
Right.
I feel bad. I don't know if Shadowcat is around or not. I'm going to send a message, though, just in case. Oh, no, Shadowcat shows up as offline. Okay. I was just checking. Okay, then. I won't feel too bad. Did I mean to put wherever that was away? I don't even know what I put away just there. Shit. I think I put away medical stuff. I'll probably need. Yeah, like a cast in case I break my leg. It's bound to happen. Especially if I leave it alone. Leave the item behind. I'm going to need it. Why do I have so much crap? That's why it takes forever. I don't even need to pick any stuff up anymore with this game. Come on. What am I doing? Maybe the drone's not following me. Because I found it in my room and I guess maybe it's stuck in there now. Yeah, it's like stuck on the wall. Follow. Maybe now. Okay, yeah, I think I reset it. What did you find, Mike?
Oh, the enemy's next door.
Just the enemies next door, huh? Oh yeah, so trying to think. We were talking about possibly getting the Horde, and I don't know. So it's day 90. Did we say when it would possibly be? Was it day 91?
I think so. If I
Okay,
remember
then.
right.
Then yeah, I guess we will be getting it tonight. Well, not tonight in the game, but tonight as in the stream.
Right.
All right. Oh, and you know what's funny? I was talking a little bit with Mike and Beepus about the Phasmophobia stream we did the other day, or last week, I should say now. And I kind of realized just how little I knew what I was doing from watching someone else's video of it. So when we go to do that again, I'm probably going to have at least a better idea of what to do. It's not to say I'm going to do well, but I kind of know what I'm supposed to be doing now, at least. Like, there's some whole mechanic about using the journal to record information about the hauntings, and it's supposed to help you out, I guess. Probably would have been useful information if we did the tutorial in the game. But I think someone enjoyed the fact that we had no idea what we were doing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, there we go. That's good enough, I guess. Let's put away this tea. Yeah, tea. Should probably bring a little bit of extra wood in case we need something right quick. Where did the wood go? Oh, it's in the wood drawer. Who would figure that out? Do you have any just frames somewhere? Thought we had frames in one of these chests at one point. Oh, blocks. Yeah, there we go. Wait. The max for frames is 500? I thought it was higher for some reason. Oh well, whatever. So anyway, I guess about the Starfield game, Fantron says that they showed off the planets and how each of them is a different theme, and showed off the aliens native as well. Oh, so there's gonna be like different kinds of species and aliens? Well, I guess that makes sense. What was that? You just yelling?
Oh, there's some enemies yelling at this place I'm at.
Oh, yeah, it might have just been like a zombie somewhere in the distance. Oh, that's right. We tried to collapse this building here, I guess. Well, maybe I should check at the trader, see if they have anything in stock. I don't know if they did from last time. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to do right now in the game, exactly. Probably do some more missions. Oh, so Mike, do you remember how... I don't know when this was. I guess it was like the beginning of the year. Was it last year? When we had that one guy show up to the stream who was like another 7 Days to Die streamer. His name was like... I think it was like Bear Gaming or something like that.
Right.
So, like, I get his notifications sometimes, and he did, like, a video or short where, I guess with the new version of the game, like version 21 or whatever, they apparently moved the location of the traders in it, so it was, like, showing off where the new locations are going to be. Like, if you do the actual story-based one.
Oh, cool.
I guess they changed the location of some things.
Nice.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's true in real life too, that the gravity of different planets is different based on, you know, the density of the planet, the size, stuff like that. Did you ever see those movies, Mike, they made of the guys on the moon?
I think so.
The way they jump around there.
Oh,
Right.
apologies.
I mean, they're kind of famous. Just the moon landing videos.
Yeah, very famous.
Well, it's not like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
Okay,
about. I'm just
okay.
being a smart ass.
Yeah.
Playing along with you.
hmm Well, I guess I could check the journal to see what we're doing here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I shared a quest, I guess. I didn't even mean to.
Yeah,
I was like trying. What am I? The hell?
that's weird.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the UI, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, do I not have any missions? Because why are these all grayed out now?
They're grayed out. That means you completed them before?
Yeah, I guess I just don't have any currently. I guess I did them all. I guess I'll have to take more. Well, let's go back to the trader again. That just came back. Yeah, I'll be honest. So I don't really have a strong opinion on it either way. But I haven't really been paying attention too much to the Starfield thing. I feel like, I don't know. It almost seems like it's gonna be one of those things that gets overhyped and then
Maybe next time.
doesn't
Happy
end up being as good
travels,
as they kind of
survivor.
promise. So I'm kind of just, you know, waiting to see what people say about it when it comes out.
Can you do me a
The hospital again? Whatever.
brilliant?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of promise the world, or I guess they promise many worlds in this case with this type of game. And, you know, until it's out, you really don't know what you're going to get exactly. Like, hopefully it's good. I need stone to repair this stuff. Maybe there's some lying around. Maybe I can get some from here real quick. There we go. And also, I'll be honest, it's also kind of a factor where it's like, I'd rather see an actual Elder Scrolls game instead of, you know, like another new franchise or essentially a game that's similar in theme but with like a different setting, I suppose.
Right. I get what you mean.
I mean, it's only been 12 years now since Skyrim first came out. I know that with like the company Bethesda, they have like a bunch of other games. Now it's owned by Microsoft, I think, too. I think it's been that way for like a while now. But I don't even know what they really been working on. I guess just Starfield. Oh, did I bring repair
Incoming
kits?
enemies.
Okay, I did.
Prepare for conflict.
Like they made Fallout 4, and that was in. I mean, even that was a long time ago now. Do you remember playing that game, Mike? Did you?
Fallout 4?
Mm-hmm.
That's, which one is that?
It's the Fallout game that's set in Boston.
And no, I don't think I did.
Okay. Like it starts off with like you and like you're with your like wife, and like you have a baby or whatever, and then like they like, oh, the bombs are going off, like quickly get to the shelter, and that's like the intro of the game. You don't remember that? Okay, I guess you didn't play that one then. Oh yeah, I know they said that. They've been saying that for like 10 years now. Like, oh yeah, they'll work on Elder Scrolls after Starfield or whatever. But, you know, it's taken them forever to make this game. So it's like, oh, will they really? Like, I guess. But even then, like, how long will it take for it to actually be made? How long they've made these other games? It's a shame, because I always wanted them to make a Elder Scrolls game where it takes part in all of Tamriel. Which, if you've played the games, you kind of know that, at least with the more recent ones, and recent, I mean like the last 20 years, they're all like set in one province of the Empire, rather than in the whole thing overall. So like Morrowind was set in Morrowind, Oblivion was in the capital, Cyrodiil.
Right.
Skyrim was in Skyrim. Those ones are easy to guess, at least.
I still say the coolest thing was those out of boundary things that they showed, that they had the ability to have all the rest of, you know, Tamriel in the background. It's just you couldn't actually go to it unless you, you know, hack the game.
Well, yeah, I think what it is there's some like they generated some area like outside of the boundary of the game, but it's not the full thing. It's just like maybe like a couple of miles like outside of where it's walled in, essentially.
Right. I agree. That would be kind of neat if you could like go all around, but I don't know if a game system could handle it. It'd probably have to be PC only, you know, and a master PC at that.
At the master PC race.
Yeah.
Well, with the first Elder Scrolls game, Arena, it's set in all of Tamriel, so like you could go to like each different area of the game.
Right.
But you know, it's an older game, so it's like very basic graphics. It like came out around the same time as, you know, the original Doom, maybe a couple of years after that. So it's like not the best looking game. It'd just be cool to see that with like a modern game.
Right.
Just kill him like that, I guess. With Elder Scrolls Morrowind, there were like a group of fans who were modding the game, and they were gonna basically add everything themselves. But it's like the game's been 20 years old, and they still haven't finished like adding the provinces of like basically with Morrowind, it's set on the island of Vardenfell, which is just like a small part of Morrowind. So basically, they just like added most of the rest of the province of Morrowind, and even that's still not finished yet. So sadly, it's, you know, never gonna happen. But they were gonna do that with that game. Still, it's pretty cool though, because it adds a lot of extra stuff to the game if you wanted to play that way.
Right.
It's because of the fans who demanded Bethesda to make another Elder Scrolls instead of the creators?
My senses have picked up something.
I'm not sure what you mean by that exactly. What did they do because of the fans? Like they decided to work on it only because like the fans asked for it? I mean, if that was the case, you think they would have done that first then? Because the fans have been asking for it for a long time.
Right.
Making a hole with a gun. Oh, hello. Oh god. Just woke some people up. Yep, we definitely woke up a few things with that. I guess at least we had the gun ready for them. Yeah, this shotgun is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely woke up the assholes in this place.
Great. That's right. The assholes.
When are we not in this game?
Exactly. Okay, hold on.
Master, we are not alone.
Are we? No kidding. I think they're selling us at the store. Yep. I'll let them open it up and then I'll just blast them. You know, it's funny. You think you could shoot through the door, but no. Did they say they were going to add that next one, Mike? Do you know?
I heard that modders have actually made it possible,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know if they're going to make that a feature or not.
I mean, it would make sense.
I
It's
was-
kind of silly that you can't.
I was still thinking about that today at work about how it's funny that with City Skylines, right? A lot of the features that were actually made into, features were mods first. Like the ability to be able to plan out the roads where they would match, like with the little lines and all that. That was a mod first. And then they said, oh, you know what? Why haven't we added that to the game and made it a real thing?
I know.
And I was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense for you to not have that in the game.
Well, it's good that they add stuff in like that. I think they did that with some of the Elder
Right.
Scrolls games too, where things that were first in the games ended up becoming features in later games. Stuff that were mods in
Right.
games. Whoa.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
I think one of the things was the stuff where like you had to eat and drink kind of showed up in the games through mods first, and then they started putting them as like an actual feature in the game itself in later versions.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say they did it as like a mod in maybe it was even Fallout where like it started, and then later on I think it was Skyrim or maybe it was I think it was Skyrim. They added it where you like there's the option where you have to like eat and drink and stuff like that. Like what do they call it? Like hardcore mode, survival mode.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Raining a little bit now. Not in the game, in real life. That's cool.
Oh, really? Yeah, we had, I think it was yesterday, where all of a sudden in the afternoon, there's an intense rainstorm. Pretty strong lightning.
Right.
Thankfully, nothing went out. Whoop. Is that the spitter? I wonder how the whole modding thing will be with the new Starfield game they're making. I wonder if it'll be just as moddable as the other games. I wonder if they talked about that at the conference. Oh, someone woke
Master,
up.
we are not alone.
Oh, there's dogs somewhere. That's great. I don't know where, so they're up. Here they come. This one.
You're still having that issue where the sound doesn't play?
Which sound?
Where like you'll do something and like you know how it usually makes like a clang noise or whatever when like or anything like that.
Right now it's working fine.
Mine does it like half and half every every so often.
Well, what can you do?
Kind of interesting. Yeah. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm kind of used to it, but it's still just kind of funny every now and then. You're like, oh, there's a weird noise. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. The game's not playing its noise right now.
Just game lag.
Right.
Oh, so something that I've been doing now, and I think I did this last week as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 2 Ethernet cables now that I'm running to my computer, and I switch them out when I go to stream because one of them goes to the like Ethernet switch, and then one goes to the modem itself. And I notice if I have it on the modem itself, it will usually not drop any frames when I'm streaming like this.
Makes sense.
And so far, it's been pretty steady. Actually, it shows 0 drop frames during the entire stream. So I think for whatever reason, it's more stable like that when I go to do it.
Huh. I explain why mine has a little bit of issues sometimes
Incoming
because,
enemies. Prepare
I
for
had to
conflict.
use a Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, Ethernet port thing to extend my Ethernet cable to make it up to my room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, a wolf spawned in our base.
In the
What a
base.
shocker. Like not like in the actual house part, but the little fence area part.
The fence, like where, like the garden area.
Yeah, well, like the area where the tree wall is.
Oh. Okay. The tree wall. I'm trying to think what that is.
That
Oh,
is
there
a big drops.
we go. Okay, let's get out. The damn bird. I want my other gun, not that. Oh, this is empty. Shit. There we go. Alright. Did I panic? No, not a bit.
I never panic.
I've got a bad feeling about
Oh, you know, I
this.
saw a video that I was gonna send to you, and I just remembered now. Not to do it after the stream. Someone did this slow motion video where they basically shot 2 bullets at each other and had them collide in midair. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, kind of like a Mythbusters-like thing? That's awesome.
Yeah, kind of. Like, they're trying to see if they could get the bullets to, like, fuse together.
Alright.
And I don't think, like, it actually worked that way, but it's still cool watching in slow motion. Like, the way they
Right.
collided. Is it, like, they drop down like that instead of just walking down.
Oh, the drum magazine mod. Was that for Shadow or was that for somebody else?
Drone magazine mod?
No, drum magazine.
Oh, drum. I don't know. It's for anyone, I guess. If you want to use it, go ahead, I guess.
I think I have plenty of them right now.
Oh, was it in the workbench?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have made that for Shadowcat at one point, but I mean, I guess you use it for now. We can always make another one.
I don't think I have a use for it unless I get the auto shotgun later on.
All right.
Since I don't have that yet, I'll probably let it stay there for now.
Oh, that's right. I still have to get to the basement of this hellhole. I guess we'll use this. Oh, you know what I noticed? Now the sound is delayed when I'm trying to break into the hardened chest. I think it's certain things cause it to kind of glitch the sound more than others.
Yeah,
Like using the tools a lot in a row kind of does it.
makes sense.
I guess somehow it can't handle playing all that audio.
Yeah. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, don't get killed. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. It's kind of funny, though. I guess it's just something about the Ethernet switch that I use. It just causes the connection to kind of get a bit spotty at times, but with it hooked up immediately to the modem that it comes in from, it just works fine. Doesn't show any drop frames at all. Also, remember to do that. The reason I keep it attached to the switch is because it allows me to access everything on the network that I have. When it's like this, it doesn't actually detect the other computers. So that's like the one downside. I don't know, just trying to talk about something. Okay, that's most of the stuff. Yep, I got it. Was there something here? Just trash. Okay. I think we have to go down to the basement for the rest of the stuff. I think something followed me up, though, right? I hear something. Something's over
Master,
here with
we
me.
are not allowed.
I wish it showed if it was further up or down. I'm guessing down. Oh. I know we were in this room already, right? The other door was open. Oh, I should reload my guns because I used a bunch of the ammo and everything, and switching out super quickly. There we go. I think I just have to get to the other side. Oh. These are assholes that just kind of came in here. Wow, I didn't realize I had the sniper rifle there. I forget which one's which. Oh boy. Come on, hurry up. There we go. Good, good. You know, those are guys that wandered in from outside. They didn't show up as red, which means they are not part of the mission. Asshole, get over here. Oh boy. Still alive? Now who's showing up? Someone else. Him. Her. Whatever. You're dead, doesn't make a difference at this point.
So I did just think of a question I could ask about Starfield Direct. Can you make your own like spaceships and stuff now, or is it like pre-built ones?
Incoming
That's a good
enemies.
question.
Prepare for conflict.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Fantron's still here. But yeah, if you're here, Fantron, that's a good question for you to answer.
If not, that's okay. I'm just curious. That just popped into my head, and I was like, "Ooh, that's a good question."
Well, that's an interesting thought too. Hopefully, it's not as complicated as the Starship Engineer. What was that game you played? I can't remember the name.
Space Engineers, yeah.
Space Engineer. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that game was like impossible to figure out.
I still say my favorite thing ever is when me and Crystal Valley were playing it once, and I was trying to get her to place one of the wheels on the, vehicle we were trying to make, and she kept putting it on backwards. Well, luckily we were in creative mode, and she was like, "What am I doing wrong?" And I'm like, "Well, if you're not putting it backwards, you're putting it upside down." And she's like, "Okay, what will happen?" I was like, "Well, the suspension won't work right, and so you'll have to, redo it anyway." And she's like, "Oh."
Yeah, that game, trying to put stuff on the ships in that game, it's like, I saw this meme today, and it was about, placing photos in Microsoft Word. It's like,
Right.
5% of the time it goes where you want, like the other 95% of the time, it like completely messes up the entire document, and you have to like completely redo it from scratch. And I'm like, yep, that's what it was
Exactly.
like. I haven't had to do that in a long time, but I remember that's how it was like when I was trying to do it back in school. Or typing up some kind of report or whatever. It's like, how did they make this so that works so difficult? Like, it doesn't actually go where you want it.
Right.
It's like, I want to put the picture here. Why can't it just go there? Instead, it like makes all the text go like crazy all over the page, and can't even read anymore. Oh.
My senses have picked up.
Oh, hello. How kind of you. Make your heads available for me to smash in. Nope, I can't hold this shit.
You know what game randomly like popped into my head recently? That PlayStation 2 game I played where you get like teleported to this area where they have weapons made of a certain material that's only available in that area.
This
And,
is so what's the word I'm looking
with,
vague.
Yeah, it starts with like an E. Like I started this line of thing and then I was like, I just literally spaced on the name of the game.
A game where you get teleported and there's only certain materials that can make weapons out of. I don't know. You got me on this one.
I can get to stuff I can see real quick because it's one of the games that I played.
Die. Thank you. Still have more?
Oh yeah, Evergrace.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah. I think I had that one too at one point.
Right.
I don't remember anything about it though, so that's the problem.
It was like Palmyra was the name of the currency and stuff that you would make weapons out of and stuff in the game. And like I was thinking about it like a week ago or something at work and I was just like, man, that game was weird. But I just love how everybody like really enjoyed it. Like I'm looking at it right now and it actually has 288 views for one of the episodes.
Oh wow.
Like, holy crap. Apparently it did pretty well. It actually had a few good amount of likes on it too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you
Kind
finish
of reminds
that one?
me of. No, I never actually finished
Oh.
it. If I remember right, I kept getting stuck at certain points because I was using the guide at one point because I told myself I was like, okay, I'm gonna just get lost and miss things. And it actually specifically says that if you miss certain items, you can never go back and get it.
Yeah. Mike, you reading
And
a
I
guide? I
was
don't
like-
believe it.
Right. It was also the game where if you fell into a pit, you instantly died, and it was just like, oh, why did they even allow that to be a thing?
There's like Dark Souls, just a big "you died" message shows up.
Pretty much.
that
My
a
favorite
mine?
one, though, is when... Oh, cool.
I don't remember there being mines here.
My favorite one, though, is whenever you, whoops. Trying to, defeat these enemies while on a circular platform. And if they hit you once, they just flung you over the edge because, like, they hit you so hard. And I was like, okay, that's bull crap. Oh, yeah, my motorcycle. I forgot about it. Down here in this.
Oh! Get the fuck out of here. Got a damn bad
My senses
attack
have
from the vulture. Where's the other? Oh, where did I fall? Holy shit, there's like a weird hole. Alright, let me try to patch myself up. What the hell happened to me? Did so much damn damage just from like one attack.
Right.
Alright, let's go back up, I guess. Where the hell did I fall from? I don't even know. Where is it going? Oh, here. Oh, another. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm curious where the hell... Oh yeah, there's like a weird hole here for some reason. Strange. It almost feels like something didn't load in. Because, like, why does it go all the way down there like that?
I don't know why, but I love stuff like that in games. Whenever you're like, see something like that, and you're like, oh, okay, this is neat. And then you're like, wait, why is this happening though?
Well, I didn't think it was neat because I was just, like, walking almost and I fell down to, like, the first floor. And, like, what the hell happened there? There's just, like, a weird hole that goes straight down. Like, right near the window. Weren't there creatures up here? I don't see any now. Did they already chase me, I guess? Guess they must have woken up. Usually there's some here to kill and I didn't come here before. Alright. It'd be nice if we could finish this up sometime soon, game. I'm not sure where to go now. Guess I'll go up higher. Oh yeah, this is new. There's plenty of assholes. Oh. Oh, there's some below me still, even though I was just there. Something above. I'm gonna shoot and try to wake them up. Yeah, that'll help. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. So there's something. Oh, here's something. You guys just broke in here. I don't even need to kill you. Other than the fact that you're gonna annoy me.
What area of the game is that in? The is that the wasteland or is that the
Where I'm right now?
Yeah.
No, it's just the hospital near our base.
Oh, okay. That's interesting that things are breaking in.
It's because I've been here for, like, you know, hours now. In game terms.
Yeah.
So they, like, eventually get in. Because it takes so long to complete the mission.
Right.
I think, like, keep going from floor to floor, and, like, each section is kind of walled off from the other, so it's annoying having to navigate around. Now I have to go up to the specific area, but to get to that floor I have to go around this way. Luckily I can do the jumping, so I can kind of skip stuff. If I really want to, like this. Like, I was up here earlier, but I guess I didn't kill something?
Master,
Oh,
we
yeah,
are
this
not
second I
allowed.
wasn't in. Okay, now it's done.
Sometimes I'm really glad that I have the maxed out, you know, hunter ability where you can actually see the creatures that are nearby.
Oh, was something trying to
Because I'm
surprise
just
you?
sitting, yeah, I'm sitting still and I'm like, all of a sudden my drone does that. I have a bad feeling about this, and I'm like, but I don't see anything. And then all of a sudden I like crouch so that I can see if anything pops up, and it's like literally right in front of me on the other side of the gate, and I'm just like, okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's a problem right there.
You didn't need those arms anyway, you're dead. Oh, should I check the bookstore real quick? Maybe they had something spawn in. I don't know when's the last time I came here. Oh yeah, it's all new again. Actually, I'm not in the mood to actually explore here. Really, for the most part. I'll
Master,
check
we
the
are
one
not alone.
box that has like a ton of stuff in it. Oh wait, there's no box here. Isn't there usually? Are you? No, you're just. Oh.
Oh, the Cracker Book place. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's the only bookstore in town. It's a monopoly in this world we live in.
Now there's not very many bookstores anymore.
I guess that's true in real life too, isn't it? Where can you go?
So you know how I told you about those stories I read online every now and then just to kill time at work and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Every time they mention like bookstores, because they can't, like, they're not supposed to say the actual name of it because the rule of the site is that you're not supposed to like give unnecessary, I guess, advertisement or whatever to these places. And so my favorite way that they would say, like, one of them is like, I used to work at a now completely out of business bookstore, and I was like, yep, I know exactly which one that is.
Well, the funny thing is, if it's out of business, then how are you giving them free promotion?
I know, but like, they still act like if you put the name in, like, it'll automatically change it when the editors go through. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, what you do is you submit it to them for approval, and then they go in and they'll just change, like, if you put the name of whatever the place is, they'll change it to bookstore, you know, or
Wow.
something like that. And I'm like, okay, I understand that you don't, like, you know, want to shill or whatever the word is.
They're probably more concerned they're gonna get sued or something.
Possibly, yeah. I didn't even consider that. Of course, makes sense. But like, it's just too funny to me whenever I read those, and I'm just like, well, if the company's no longer around, I don't think they would mind.
Yeah.
But I remember reading about why most of the bookstores went under is because now, like, with cell phones, you can just download books directly to your phone and stuff like that, most of the time for free. And I was just like, well, yeah, that's one reason why people would be kind of pissed about, you know, running a bookstore and not having any business.
Yeah. I mean, even before that, it was kind of a problem where bookstores were kind of not doing so well. Like, even, I guess, in like the early 2000s.
Right.
I guess you get less people reading and then more people, you know, doing other things. What am I looking for? I need to put stuff away, but what do I want to put away? Oh, yeah, electric parts. There's a section for that. Where is it? Turrets? Traps and wiring? Yeah, I guess that's it.
I've got sunglasses.
What are you
Still
giggling
love
about?
the nasty t-shirt too. That's like covered in blood and like vomit.
Yeah, you think they'd have in this game like funny T-shirts that say ridiculous things on them, like in real life.
Better yet, it'd be funny if after you survive your first horde night, it has a t-shirt and it says, I survived my first horde night and all I got was this crappy shirt.
Yeah, that was perfect. That's a great one.
I don't remember if I told you about it, but they were talking about like the old Grand Theft Auto games. I think it was Grand Theft Auto Vice City. If you beat the game 100%, which is like do all the missions, do all the side missions, and like do all the you know, ambulance, fire truck, and all those missions as well. If you do all of those and 100% them all, you get a t-shirt and it says, I 100% of the game and all I got was this crappy t-shirt.
Nice.
And that's literally it. Like, it gives you like 110 armor, but other than that, like in a health boost, but it's just total waste of time to get. And apparently, you know, somebody asked about it. They were like, so did you really expect people to get this? And they were like, no. Pretty much. I was like, oh my god, that's too funny.
Oh, I'm trying to think. There's like a funny achievement. I'm gonna see if I can look it up. I don't know. I want to make sure I get it right, so I'm looking it up on my phone. I don't even know if I'll be able to find it. Oh, okay. So yeah, in the game Lollipop Chainsaw, there's an achievement you
yeah.
get where if you position the camera to try to look up the character's skirt, like it gives you achievement saying it's an accident, I swear, or something like that. I swear I did it by mistake.
Right.
Yeah, that was what it was.
I'm surprised I didn't have something like that in that weird Xbox game Cameo, because you can actually do that while she's swimming. You can look up her skirt. I'm surprised they didn't put something like that in that game too. But probably because they didn't expect too many people to play it, because like not many people even know it's a game nowadays.
I don't even know about that game now.
Yeah. It's kind of like a childish type of game where like it's like cartoony and stuff like that. So when I first played it, I was like, I went into it kind of like, this is not going to be that good. And overall, it really was a grindy,
Oh, no.
like hard to find your way around type of game. And a lot of the puzzles and stuff in it were just kind of like, do this thing that you've probably done before again. And you're just like, oh, yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that.
Are you upgrading some stuff for the night?
I'm cutting down some mushrooms off the wall.
Oh, you're down there. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I did upgrade a few items here and there. So that does make me think of, I think it was Time Splitters 3. There was this scene in it where like they made a joke, like a off-collar joke like that about you're helping out this young lady, like you know, she can't be much older than I would say like 21.
Okay.
And basically there's this part where she's standing near a ladder and she goes, you should go first. And he looks down and she's wearing a skirt. And then he looks at her again and he goes, okay. Like he's like a much like older man, and I'm just like, oh, they did not think that through when they put that in the game.
Oh, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
But stuff
sure
like
they
that
knew
just
what they were
always
in there.
cracked me up. I was just like, yep.
Come on, what game is not finished without a climbing the ladder scene with a short skirt on?
So I do remember in one of the James Bond games, I think it was like on the PlayStation 2, I want to say, there's this scene where you come into this room and there's like a lady showering, and then all of a sudden you get closer to it and Q comes out from behind and he goes, I thought that would get your attention.
Of
And
course.
it's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I enjoyed those James Bond games they used to have. They're pretty good.
I just remember that you could get like they were like basically the game's achievements. Basically, they were called W007 moments. And there was this one in one of the missions. You come into this room and there's this lady laying on a massage table, and if you go up and press the what is it called, like the action button in that game, he would actually give her a massage. And like it like played it out really slowly and sensually, of course, and you're just sitting there like, oh god. And then after a while you would finish up, and then like if you go up to the door, she'd be like, hurry back, sweetie. And
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
oh lord. It's like, what?
For England, James.
Yep.
All right, let's
I mean,
patch
I
up
know
some
why they
holes.
put it in, because, you know, of course everybody knows James Bond was a player in all the movies and stuff.
Yeah, and all
but
the
still, it's
those
just like,
classic movies.
Yeah, it's just hilarious as all get out to see that. Like, I think one of the tongue-in-cheek kind of jokes that people said from one of the other later ones that came out is you go into this party and every woman that you talk to says, "Don't I know you?" And it's just like, okay, this is getting old.
Oh, that's right, Mike. There's like a giant hole in the outhouse you made that zombies could get through.
Okay.
Probably should fill this in.
Yeah,
Come on,
something to
drone,
do,
get out of
right?
the way. There we go.
Okay, good. You have cement blocks. Good.
I guess we need a new door.
Oh yeah, we need a new door. There's like 2 of them.
Yeah, I guess we didn't go around repairing everything from last time. Do you have any bold predictions for how it's all gonna go?
I'm sure it'll be all right.
We'll see.
I mean, we're a little rusty, but we're not, pitiful.
Oh, there's a random bag here. Oh, you upgraded some of these to steel, huh? The pillars.
Yeah, I think it was by accident. So I had it in my
That
inventory, and I was
happens.
like, whoops. I mean, there was that. Okay, there's another interesting little weird thing in No One Lives Forever, which is that female James Bond game that came out. Like, there was supposed to be, I think there was supposed to be 3 games, but they only ended up coming out with 1. And, like, at the very beginning of it, there's a shower scene where you're, like, watching her shower, but, like, you can only see, like, like the privacy thing. And then she
Yeah.
gets a phone call. And the very first thing you hear her say is, "Damn." And then she answers the phone. But I just love it because, like, the whole conversation she has with
Thanks anyway.
the person on the other end of the phone is like an old buddy of hers. And she goes, "Hello." And then he, like, starts talking and she goes, "Oh," his name was like Bruno, I think. She goes, "Bruno, it's nice to hear from you," which is ironic considering, the movie that came out that features that. Anyway.
Really? I don't even know what this is about because I've never played this
Encanto.
one.
But anyway,
Oh,
in No One Lives Forever, yeah, you find out that this the lady that you play as has like a mentor that she's looked up to for ever since she's been brought into the area that she works at, because he kind of like acted like a father figure to her, basically, because she had no parents. Like, he was an orphan when she was found, basically, and he like took her under his wing, so to speak. And so she's talking to him on the phone, and you don't know that at the point of the in the game. And so he's like talking about his adventures at the last mission that he did and all that. And then she says something like, "Do you have any new bullet holes? Because I know you love getting shot at." And then she goes, "I'm just teasing, relax." And then all of a sudden he says something about like talking to a female or something. And she goes, "Oh, what was her name?" And he all of a sudden she stops and goes, "You don't know? That's horrible." It's just like, I'm not surprised. But yeah, it's just like the weirdest like intro to a game ever was that. And then let's see. There's like little comedy things if you die in certain ways. Like there's this one where you defeat this one lady and then she rigs herself to like self-destruct basically. And
Yeah.
for some reason the mission is like you have a time limit to get everybody inside of a building. And if even one person's not in a building, you fail and like a big bomb goes off and you and the other person die somehow. And the difference though is if everyone gets inside safely, it like the character blows up harmlessly and does nothing. And I was like, okay, that's stupid enough as is. But the line that she says before she rigs herself to explode, she goes, I'm going to have the satisfaction of seeing you fail. And if you indeed fail, it goes, yep, she had the satisfaction of seeing you fail. And I was like,
Gee,
shut the
thanks,
hell up.
Is that as good as all the Spyro things when you would fail the challenges and Hunter would be like, oh yeah, like I thought you're supposed to be a dragon, you're supposed to be fast.
Oh yeah. Like my other favorite one is if you fail to get a parachute while you're falling out of the sky after being ejected from a plane, you hit this barn. And you know, when you think of movies and stuff, like if you hit a barn, if it's full of hay, you'll be fine, right?
Of course.
And
yeah.
so they knew that kids were going to be like, oh, I hit a barn, I'm probably fine.
You know,
And then it
these things
says,
turned up
you hit a barn at 200 and something miles per hour. And then it shows the game over screen. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair.
You had to rub it in like that though, game?
Yeah. Like it actually adds in like your terminal velocity and all that. And I was just like, oh God, that's too funny.
I know, it's like me falling out of the gyrocopter that one time. I was trying to fly that back home.
Yeah.
It's too easy to hit the key. Just fall out.
My other favorite one though is like a game over you can get. You have to watch this extremely long cutscene, and then you get to this dialogue option where you have to convince this. I think he's a Russian guy. I don't remember exactly, but he's like this big burly dude,
Howdy.
and you have to convince him to fight you hand to hand to get the keys to escape, you know.
Really?
And it's so funny because if you fail, you know, it like puts up a little like, you know, game over screen, kind of like the same thing as the other one, but it says, all it says is you failed to convince the guy's name. And I was just like, wait, what? But the funny thing is, you could skip the whole thing because they didn't expect you to hit this, like, you know, confirm button to skip the cutscene. If you skip the cutscene, you don't even have to do the dialogue option. And I don't know if they put that in by mistake or if they just realized that people were going to get bored with like failing it over and over again until they found the right option. And so they just made it where if you're watching the cutscene, hit the, you know, like confirmation button, it would just skip the cutscene and you'd be fighting him.
Oh, wow.
And what's really hilarious is he's like one of the easiest, like I would say, quote, bosses in the game, because all you have to do is like walk around him in a circle swinging at him and like he can't even hit you, I think, if I remember right.
Sounds exciting.
I was just like, yep, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's funny. Some of these older games weren't really programmed the best like that.
Right? Like I even saw a video that's like times where like the final boss in a game was like less what's the word I'm looking for? Impressive than
Exciting.
you were expecting. Yeah, less exciting. And in that game, like the very final battle in the game, it's a revolver battle with this guy you meet like halfway through the game. And I think he goes down like if you're playing on like either the easiest or second easiest setting, he goes down in one like, mag of ammo. Like he just goes down immediately after that, and it's just like, oh, well, that was pointless. Because it like has like all these like areas where you're supposed to be able to like hide behind gravestones and stuff because you're in a
You
graveyard.
got the dukes. I'll make the time.
But if you start hitting the fire button right when the cutscene ends, since the auto aim is a thing, like you'll just auto aim at him and just obliterate him like right away. And I was like, oh, that's stupid.
Remember me if you need medical supplies.
So I finally did the thing where like you could use the glasses to see like different categories of the inventory for the traders.
Oh, right.
When you have your one skill high enough, whatever it is, I forget, intelligence, and then the
Right.
mod for, or not the mod, but the perk for buying certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now I have to remember to
for the
check
business.
each time, like with both different sets of options. It only took
Right.
me the entire game to basically do that.
Right.
I guess I'll head back now, in case I want to get prepared for everything.
Other than like cementing everything, I don't really know what else to do. So I've just been kind of standing around, honestly, just talking, waiting for it.
Oh, was it today? I don't know if it was today, but did you hear that? I think I mentioned a little bit before that. They're making the new Final Fantasy game. I think it may have come out today. Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning something about that.
I think it might have been today. I want to say.
Because I asked you what kind of game is it going to be? Like, is it going to be another run around type of game, or is it going to be like a world map, or is it going to be back to its roots? But you said you had no idea, which is fine. I
Yeah.
understand.
Oh no, I just checked. It's for next week. Yeah, next Thursday, I guess.
Cool.
But apparently, like, there are already leaked copies, I guess, of the game.
Of course, kind of like what happened with Tears of the Kingdom.
It's funny though, because it's just like, I remember reading about it recently. I'm like, wow, I had no idea they were making another one, and it's like already about to come out. I've heard so little about it compared to like the other games
Right.
they've had. Oh, Fantron's still there. It's supposed to be an action RPG. So that's kind of more like Kingdom Hearts, I guess, than like the older Final Fantasies.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think Mike had a question for you, Fantron, but you weren't there at the time. I don't remember what it is now. I think it was about Starfield.
Yeah, I
maybe.
asked. Yeah, Starfield Direct has crafting of vehicles or anything like that.
Like being able to make a spaceship. Wow, this thing is kind of wild. The gyrocopter's like shifting from left to right. I mean, it's supposed to be windy in the game. What do you think about them adding a whole wind mechanic, Mike? May the wind blow certain ways. They bring back the scent, so zombies can track you, but only from certain directions.
Right. That would be interesting. But I doubt they would ever do it.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't even do the whole scent thing. They kind of just gave up on that.
Right.
So you can customize the ship to look like a form of an animal or a mech?
Oh, okay.
Huh. Interesting. But I guess you don't really build it. You can just customize how it looks. Now with the game, do you know if like are the spaceships things that
Your time.
like are they purely spaceships or are they ships that can also like be used as aircraft as well? Like do they actually enter the atmosphere of planets? Because if it's just a spaceship, then it can kind of be like basically any shape because it doesn't have to be aerodynamic. But if it enters the atmosphere, then I guess it does have to conform to some kind of design.
Oh, my apologies. Check back again, and
Oh. Yeah, the sound is really delayed on it right now. I just noticed. It's like
Interesting.
not making many sounds at all at this point. All right. It's more of a cutscene than it is. Wait, so they didn't even really show off any of the gameplay? It's more of a cutscene they showed off? Isn't it supposed to be coming out soon? That's kind of a bad sign if they're not really showing off a lot of the gameplay. It almost makes me think that like they still haven't worked out a lot of stuff. I'm gonna look it up. I'm curious now. So I thought the game was almost out, but I could be wrong. I think it might be one of those games that's been like delayed 1,500 times.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of games these days, though. What's the release date of Starfield? Oh, September 6th, so it is supposed to be this year. I mean, that's actually not that far away now. September is actually, you know, what, 3 months away? Yeah. Let's see. I'm curious development. Does it say how much it's been delayed? Alright, this is funny. This thing says, oh, by mid-2018, the game had exited from pre-production and was in a playable state? How's that possible? It's been 5 years since then. It hasn't come out still. Yeah, before they had a release date of November 11th, 2022. Then they delayed it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, they have an article now. Well, not it like mentions in here that they had the direct for it. Showed off 45 minutes of gameplay. Oh, I guess they did have gameplay. Maybe the part with the spaceship was just a cutscene. Oh, and if you pre-order the premium or the Constellation edition, you get to play the game 5 days before it is officially released. What do you think about that, Mike?
Sounds like pay to win to me.
Well, I don't know about pay to win. It's pay to play at least, because you could play it early. I think they did that for another game too, didn't they? What game was it?
I mean, I think they've done that a few times, yeah.
Yeah, there was one like relatively recently though. And I think it was like a big game too. Oh man, I wish I could say what it is because I feel like was it Elden Ring? It might have been Elden Ring actually. I think it came out like a day before. No, wait, no. That was like if you played it on PC, you could play it like a day before it came out on console, because of the way they did the release.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
There's something else though, where like if you paid, I don't remember. But yeah, it probably is like a common thing to do now with these games. Because I mean, there's always gonna be people who are like, oh yeah, I want to play that early. And they'll pay like an extra
One thing
10
I
or 20.
will say that I do like though is whenever there's a sequel to a game and a previous version, you actually get like different dialogue or you know, like special items or whatever. Like I think that's kind of neat whenever they do stuff like that.
What do you mean exactly?
Well, one game, for example, in Dragon Quest Builders, if you play the second game and you've played the first one and you have your save file like complete and all that,
Oh,
you'll
yeah, I
actually
get what you
get,
mean. Yeah.
like little bonus equipment and stuff. Like it doesn't like give you a competitive edge or anything, but it's just like cool little outfits that you can get and stuff, which I thought was kind of neat.
Well, they did that in all the Mass Effect games too, basically, where like, you know, they would change the story a little bit depending on, you know, your save file from the other game. Like there'd be like whole new characters you would only meet if you did certain quests and stuff like that.
I know they did that in Golden Sun as well. Like if you played the first game and actually transferred your save file, the dialogue changed. Like whenever you like change over to the other team, they will actually say something about like the first time you met the other person and all that.
Well, Fantron, I was gonna say the stuff with the direct. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because the game's supposed to be coming out soon, so they should have all the content in the game pretty much at this point. It's only 3 months out from being released. They should be able to show off pretty much everything.
Oh, food and drink.
Who needs to drink?
Okay. Water's for chumps. Well, if you
In this house, we
set
drink
yourself on
whiskey.
Fire. Probably. I mean, the apocalypse, you might as well.
Well, I wonder if we can upgrade any guns while I'm waiting for the horde. Did I? What's this for? Rifles. That's rifles, but does it affect... No, okay. So that's separate. Machine gunner's its own thing. Then I'm not going to put into that. Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. Hopefully it is good. I mean, I like the idea of a game like that. So far, there hasn't really been a space game like that that's done it proper. At least from what I can tell. I thought Space Engineers was interesting, but it was just too complicated for that kind of thing.
Right.
And there really wasn't anything interesting in the game itself. Like, there was no story, or maybe there is a story, but like we never got to the story if there was one.
There was supposed to be a story, and you can. I actually think I showed it in my Let's Plays, but it ends with you going through a portal of some kind. And it was supposed to continue past that, they said, but they wanted to focus more on being able to create more vehicles and stuff.
Yeah. It's like a lot of these other games where kind of like with 7 Days to Die too. Like they had ambitions to do like a story, but then they kind of figured out it was too much to do all at once, so then they just focus on one side of it.
And then they realized that people enjoyed just playing the game as is anyway.
I
Which,
guess some
for
people.
Space Engineers, a lot of people created their own storylines using mods. Like, I watched this guy, I think he's called Splitsy, and he actually plays modded adventures that people make for him. And one of them is like crash landed on Mars. And instead of like, mining for your supplies and stuff, you had to sneak into little like crash sites and stuff and like scavenge parts from that to make a vehicle that you can actually drive on the surface of Mars. And I was like, okay, that's kind of neat. Like, why is that not in the base game? Like, like right
Good
now,
question.
the closest thing to that is, you crash land on an Earth-like planet, then you immediately have to set to work collecting resources so that you can eventually get back to space. And that's like what people consider like the end goal of playing that mode. And I was like, well, that's a sad end goal, because then once you get to space, like, what do you do then? Like, just say I won and then stop playing?
I won. I'm gonna delete the game now.
Yeah. And like a lot of people say they try to do a check out every planet that's available in the map that you build or whatever. And that's cool and all, but they say that more often than not, it takes forever to get to them, which you and I both discovered.
Yep.
That people just
We
get
found out the hard
bored.
way.
Yeah, people just get bored at that point and go, I'd rather play a modded storyline at that point. Like, I think one of my survival challenges was just build a drop ship using the creative mode and then start the mission with that. And I had way more fun doing that than I ever did playing the base game. Because
That's a bad
it's
sign.
like everyone says that the way that it starts you is it's called the survival kit, and it like is only able to create basic items. And everyone agrees that that thing is such a piece of garbage that you
Sheesh.
might as well
So even the people that
create
like the
a-
game don't like it.
Yeah. Like even Splitsy, the guy who like did tutorials and stuff on it, he actually admitted, he's like, look, I love this game and I enjoy playing it and I've put a lot of hours into it and all that. But I will admit, the vanilla game needs a lot of work. And that's why I only play it modded. And I was like, see, if you have to say that, that's a sad thing.
It's a
about
sad
the
state of
the game.
affairs. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I even asked him, I was like, hey, like, because he would always reply to his comments and stuff. I was like, hey, let me just ask your opinion on something. Like, and like, you can be brutally honest if you want, I won't mind. And I was like, hey, let me ask you. If somebody came and said, hey, I just want to play the vanilla game, no mods, no nothing, would you recommend it, basically? And he goes, I mean, yeah, you can play it that way, but
It's like,
honestly,
yes, but no.
I hate to say it. Yeah, he's like, honestly, you're gonna get bored. I hate to say it, but you're gonna get bored. And just that alone, I just looked at that, and I honestly haven't played it in a long time to give you an idea of this, because I'm just like, okay, the fact that I have to download mods to make a game fun is like kind of discouraging. Like, it's just like, oh. Like, I wouldn't say like flat out makes me regret buying it, because I did enjoy the little bit of fun I had with it, like, playing in creative mode and making vehicles just to see what I could create and stuff. But actually playing what they call the survival mode just isn't fun when you think about all the stuff that can end up going wrong, like getting jacked up. how it's possible to just, end up getting stuck and have to just start from the beginning again, basically. And it's like, oh, well, that's not good. And so a lot of people say that what they do now is just if they ever get bored and they just want to make vehicles in the game, they'll just go into creative mode and just make anything to their heart's content, play around with whatever it is they make until they get bored, and then go to another game.
Yeah, why not?
And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's all that game's really good for. And like, I love it because every time there's an update or something, they'll say, hey, we got this new feature, blah, 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 blah. And I just read like a couple words into it, and I'm like, not interested.
Don't care.
Like, one of my favorite things is like some of the DLC added new, and I'm using air quotes, story mode stuff to it. The story mode's not even like that entertaining. Like, there was one called Below Zero, and basically you arrive
It was not Subnautica?
at kind of,
Okay.
but like you arrive at a frozen planet, and you're supposed to like discover like what happened, like why everyone's dead and all that. And every time you find like a dead body, it'll have like a memo on it, which is kind of neat.
Isn't that literally like the plot of Subnautica?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's funny.
It's like they stole the idea from that.
It sounds like it.
Like, on one hand, I was like, okay, I commend you for at least trying to make something interesting, but you kind of missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
That's
You
unfortunate.
hate to see it. Yeah.
I wonder if I can quickly make some.
Like, my favorite thing is I saw a game that took mechanics from Space Engineers and actually turned it into a story-driven game. And I literally wanted to play that game 100 times more than I wanted to ever play Space Engineers when I first just watched the game on its own before watching that, one guy I talked about. And what's funny is I never actually bought it because I actually did some research into it, and they said that the amount of gameplay that I watched on this one guy's channel did eventually kind of run out. And I was like, oh. So it's like entertaining and cool what they have because they actually have, monsters, aliens, and stuff that attack you, bandits, whatever you want to call it, that are actual like entities instead of just drones. And I was like, okay, that's amazing, but it's kind of hilarious that after a while it just ends and there's no story anymore, and you just kind of just survive for as long as you can, finding food, water, and places to rest and like have shelter. I was like, okay, that's cool and all, but I feel like you guys missed the point again too, where you guys still have to have a little bit of story to make it interesting. Or like hell, even have little quests that pop up every now and then, kind of like in this game. Like, like to break up the monotony of just staring off into space waiting for the zombies to attack.
Yeah.
But that's what I think is so funny, because like this game, even though it's true that after a while, you can kind of just wait till the next horde night. Like, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Like, you can just build random stuff while you wait or whatever. I still think it's neat that they have like the traders that have little quests. They have little areas that you can go explore. For fun, you can try to tear down the buildings if you want. Like, there's all this neat stuff that you can do. While in Space Engineers, like, there's nothing like that. Like, when you land on the Earth-like planet, there's literally nothing to see. Like, somebody actually did in the vanilla mode, they did like an exploration of the, base planet that you can start on. And like, they did like an entire like fly around it once just to see. and there's literally nothing there, like nothing that can harm you. It's not until you go into space where all the enemies are. And that's why the guy said you have to have mods, because otherwise it's kind of like how you said, well, like, is there like a horde night that happens or anything like that? And it's like, nope.
Nah. Wait. Oh, there's already zombies trying to. Oh, there's zombies that have broken in. Just like a random wandering thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Wait, where are they?
They're on the south side, by the forest.
Okay.
Jackasses. Already messing stuff up. I can't put it here because there's dumb zombies in the way. I'll wait for it to
The
spawn.
bodies, yeah.
Maybe I'll get some stone to repair the stone if it got damaged. Oh, should have figured that would happen. I always like to do that.
I still love how people have tried to basically create like literal thieveries of this game, basically, for lack of a better word.
Oh, rip-offs, clones?
You know? Yeah, like rip-off or clones of this game. And from what I've seen, most of them just have completely missed the point. Like, I think the one that comes to mind the most is like that game that came out, Scum. And in that game, not only do you have to eat, drink, I think sleep at some point or whatever, you have to also use the restroom and stuff too. And what I think is funny is this guy was playing it, and like, say you want to play it like just one player, like just by yourself, everyone agrees that there's no point in doing it, because like, you know, there's no horde nights, there's no nothing like that. It's just after a while you're literally begging something to come and fight you. And like, they said that the loot in that game is like absolutely abysmal compared to this game, because like,
Well, I was gonna
you
say,
will
one of the
go
times
up-
I was talking to Beepus, even just about this game, I was like, yeah, really, the only reason I play this game is because I get to play with you guys, and I
Right.
actually wouldn't really find this interesting to do just on my own. Like, even with this game, I
Yeah.
don't think it's that interesting if you're just playing it by yourself. It gets tiring
I
after
mean,
a while.
it's-
Even playing it like
yeah,
all
it's like-
together, after a while you kind of run out of things to do.
I will say this, like when I used to play by myself, it was fun, like you said, at first. But then, like you said, like if you can't find like anything good, or if say you get unlucky and die right away, it does kind of ruin the game a little bit, because you're just like, ah, dang it, like that just kind of defeats
It probably
the
is something
purpose
that's more
of-
interesting if you do it like on a more challenging game mode, like if you have the difficulty
Right.
turned up, and maybe you're doing it with like more of the hardcore restrictions or whatever. But
Right.
I don't tend to enjoy that kind of stuff when I'm playing games.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it'd probably be more interesting, but I don't really play games that way. I tend to just like having it fun at default, not because it's a challenge.
Right. That's like that one challenge I told you about where the guy had it where they could only eat stuff that they grew in the farms and stuff.
Yep.
And they almost died like right in the beginning of the game, because of course you can't find food that you consider, you know, edible if you can only eat like, you know, plant-based meals.
The vegan mode.
Yeah, he literally called it vegan. And one of the things is, I think he wasn't even allowed to eat eggs. And I was like, yeah, you're gonna, like, if you do that to yourself, you're going to die really fast. And then, like, I love it because, like, he ate a can of miso soup, and they're like, you know, that actually is not vegan. And he's like,
Oh,
son
no.
of a bitch.
What's in it exactly?
I think it does have some kind of egg product in it or something.
Ah.
But yeah, and then like he said that raviolis, like the can of raviolis or whatever you can find, he's like, let's just say they're cheese raviolis, and they're like, nope, most likely they're beef. It's like, God.
So silly.
He said that was like the dumbest challenge that he did. Like he said he said he had fun, but it just felt like too much of a kneecap to have to literally put all this points into farming, especially now with farming being harder than it used to be. They said that it's like near impossible to do that mode now.
Oh, the game keeps glitching on certain things.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm seeing stuff where it looks like it's filled in, but it's actually a hole.
Oh, weird.
This happens all the time, though, with this game. I remember that happening before. And if I go into the lake, like, it looks like there's no lake there, but it actually is the lake. Just not loading in. Alright, I guess we'll get ourselves ready here. Probably gonna attack here since we're both on it.
Yep.
Drink our products. I don't know why I have this with me. Somehow I got a schematic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I already see people popping in over here.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for contact. You're not alone.
Oh, alright, we got a few now. Hey, clones. Just attacking over there for. Being sneaky here. Okay, I can't quite jump off the There's someone down here. I hear something. Oh, I see it. Oh, they must have broke. Yeah, they got in somewhere here.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Where are they? Oh, they got. Okay, and there's demolition ones. They were currently attacking down there. And got in. There we go. Kill that thing quick. Luckily, the weapons take him out relatively quickly. I wonder if we can repair whatever they did. Down here. Come on, reload quickly. Oh boy, that thing broke. Oh, this is gonna have to be reloaded again anyway. Or no? Okay. Ah, you dick. Get out of here. I'm trying to put down the damn block.
Incoming enemies.
Now they're all taking up all the space, so I can't do it. trying to see if I can get back here real quick. Okay, this might be great. Oh, you assholes. Oh, hello. Just come on through, I guess. Oh, shit. Great.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
Hey, patch that up at least. Someone's already over here trying to break in. Break out? Oh, and they're getting in this house too. Come on, hurry up. Oh, you fucking take too long to put down a damn block, you jerk. Hey, nanotrites are heading off? Okay, well, take care.
Have a good night.
I'm amazed I caught that in the middle of all this going on. Come on, put the right block down. There we go. Oh boy. Wrong gun. Must be spawning some. Oh, they're all around your structure now. At least the ones I see.
Yep. Ow.
Oh, I hear a bird somewhere.
I got it, I think.
Level up. Probably drink another. Uh-oh, I hear a dog. I better get out of here. Oh, they spawned in the garden or something, looks like. Jerks. Huh. Yeah, they spawned in the garden area and are trying to get out.
Of course.
Get out of the way, drones. I'm trying to shoot. Use this. Get up there. Make the damn jump. There we go. Whoop. Sorry. There you are. Oops. Sheesh, I guess we're gonna need more ammo. I can shoot a shotgun for it. Is there a bird? Yes, there is. spitting birds. Oh, the dog didn't run at me for some reason.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, this shotgun's so much. Oh, something's getting me. I'm just getting here to safety. Need to find a way up. Barely see it, the fog. There we go. It's a good way to shoot him. Yeah, cool. Stop putting my drone to spit.
Master, we are not
What
allowed.
at me? Is there a fucking bird shooting spit at me?
There was. I got it.
Oh, thank you. I kept getting hit. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't see what it was.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, it's broken too now, huh? Oh, wrong one. Over here. Oh, you're throwing fire. Whoa! How'd I get knocked off? Oh, bird. Get out of my face.
My senses have picked up something.
It burns.
Master, we are not alone.
That's obvious. foggy again. Well, mostly because getting hit in the head, I guess.
Master, we are not alone.
Literally just carving him down. Literally the only thing I see because of the fog is like the blood splatters from the zombies.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely sight.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for combat.
Big time.
Yay! Sweet. All right, pretty easy.
Yeah.
I think
You just
even
went all
Beepus could
Rambo
survive
and
that
just
one.
ran around.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I could pretty much just stay down here and take them at this point. So I was like, I'll just do it until I get enough damage, and I'll go up and heal when I need to. And it was fine.
Right.
I was thinking like, oh, if it really is a problem, I'll just have Mike save me because he's up there providing cover.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't think they really came over here at all. It doesn't look like. I don't see any damage. Alright, so yeah, they're mostly focused over there, which I guess makes sense. But I guess we did use a good bit of ammo with all that.
Oh yeah. Very sizable chunk.
Oh yeah, I actually put down a block in the middle of nowhere. It's just floating in place now.
That's impressive though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they only broke one block of the entire structure as well. Maybe two, actually. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I guess they damaged a ton, though. Oh, yeah, they broke stuff over here. That's right.
Looks like house is clear.
Oh, good. So they didn't find some secret way in when we weren't paying attention. Because it did happen one time.
Or spawn inside. We found out one time too. Awesome. All right. I had 10 rounds of 7.62 left. Wow.
Oh, really? That's all we have in the base?
Not in the base, but in my
Oh, just from what you
inventory.
had. Okay.
Yeah, there we have like yeah, still over like 500 or more. Something like that, so we're still good.
Oh, wow. So I checked. I'm at level 98 now at this point.
Damn.
And I've had 8,333 kills.
Nice. Yeah, 3 points. Wow.
I need to put some points and stuff now that I earned that. What? Oh, that's me being thirsty and hungry. Or just thirsty, I guess. Oh, I need to take a antibiotic. Do we have the... Guess they don't have any of the herbal antibiotics, which is weird. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. We have enough of the others.
Yeah, we used to have some.
Maybe it got stored somewhere different for some reason. Oh yeah, what does this I have? How do I fix this? Sewing kit. Where are the sewing kits?
Inside
Here's
the
one.
first aid.
Cool. So loud.
Yep.
Oh, I guess we missed something. So, Mike, if I had to ask you, from what you've played so far, would you recommend the new Zelda game to someone? If you were to do like a mini review or recommendation or whatever?
Pretty much what I would say is if you enjoyed Breath of the Wild a lot, you're gonna enjoy Tears of the Kingdom. From like, I think I've mentioned this to you and Beavis, but I'll mention it to other people who haven't played it yet. If you're excited about all the vehicles that you can create and stuff from watching the, you know, trailers and stuff, a lot of the vehicles end up being a lot more unnecessary than you would expect.
Ah.
And like, I'm not like, you know, chastising it, like saying like, you should never make vehicles because they're just pointless. But I did feel like a lot of the times with the vehicles, I found myself being like, oh yeah, I could just easily get to where I want to go without the vehicles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when I saw it. I'm like, I don't know if it actually will be necessary or not. The way the game looks.
I mean, it's more like a... Like, I would say it's like a gimmick kind of thing where it's like...
Yeah.
More just to have a little bit of fun with it every now and then. Now, there is times where, like, in puzzles and stuff, that it is required to do them. And I think, okay, that's fine, you know? Like, you know, if you have to do it because of a requirement for the puzzle or whatever, that's one thing. But other than that, if it's really just, oh, you're only doing this because you want to get from point A to point B, there's way easier ways to do that in the game.
I can see that.
I know that if we have any TikTokers in the chat or watch this later on, you might be saying like, oh, well, have you seen like the TikTok things? I'm like, no, I don't watch TikTok, but
But you know about it.
like I have heard that people say that some of the cooler things that you can do though is like make like giant weapons using the vehicle creator thing, which is neat, but at the same time I'm just like, I mean, I'd rather just use it for other devices or whatever.
It's like the
Like there's this
but you have heard of me.
yeah. There's like this device that shoots a laser if you activate it, and you can put it on a shield and like just eradicate enemies like that, which is kind of neat. But other than that, it's just like, like actually putting it on the front of a vehicle to make like a death machine doesn't really help you much from what I've seen.
Wow, Mike.
That's
I never
just
thought
my
I'd
opinion,
I
though.
never thought I'd heard you not be impressed by a death machine. I would have
Right.
thought that would appeal to you. Who doesn't like a good old-fashioned death machine?
Right. Anybody who's anybody loves death machines. I mean, there is one that apparently shoots bombs, so I mean, I guess there's that if you
Oh,
want
there you go.
to look into that.
I like how I always forget about the fact that I could use the Magnum to make the traders give me better deals.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget to do that. Then, like, later on, I'll be thinking about it, like, oh yeah, I could have done that. Oh well.
Much better. Since I know that your death count is so high now, I'm like going around and adding to mine.
Oh, you're trying to make
Like
up for it?
taking out. Yeah. So that's literally all I'm doing right now is just running around and shooting zombies for fun.
Now, Mike, the death count isn't everything.
No, it's not. But it's still fun to do.
Reminds me of the Lord of the Rings when Gimli and Legolas the elf, they're both just like killing as many people as they can and counting, and they're like yelling, "Oh, that's like 15 for me." Like, "Oh, it's 16." Just competing with each
Right.
other the entire time.
I still love it though when he takes down that giant
It's like a big elephant.
like mammoth thing or whatever, and he still that still counts as one. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, technically it would be more than one, but whatever.
Well, no matter how big it is, it's still only one, I guess, is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like sliding down the tusk of the thing like it was a rail he was skateboarding on.
Right.
Are you killing things at the movie theater?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. You gave me some experience because I flew over.
Nice. I mean, I still love that in Avengers when what is his name? The archer guy in that.
I haven't seen Hawkeye. I think that's the name though.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
I don't even
yeah.
watch them, but I know the name.
I just love it when he's like, literally just shooting more and more of the enemies without even looking at him after a while. And it's just like, yep, I mean, at that point, you might as well, right? I find it amazing that I'm taking more damage here than I did in the entirety of the Horde Night.
Well, that's because you were spending all your time up on your structure where it was safe. I was running around like a fool, getting
Right?
hands on me the entire time.
Put away your weapon unless you'd like to die in my
I'm
store.
not even holding a
Stuff
weapon.
here's being-
He shoots with a bomb arrow in the movie? Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, dog food. I need to buy that. I should hold him up though.
Some days I don't even know why I open the doors.
Shut up. Stop whining, Trader Rect.
I love it though, whenever he's sounding all tough and he goes, next time I'll shoot you. And it's like, yeah, you will.
Well, this last time he was practically crying. I was like, oh, I don't even know why I opened my store. Oh, I could buy a player vending machine. Maybe I'll do that. That sounds funny.
Oh, I think I explained that before, but the player vending machine is supposed to make it where if you put
All that damn
special items
talking
into
goods,
it,
and that's all you
you'll make
buy?
money over time as if you're like selling it straight to the trader anyway. And I was like, well, what's the point in that? You might as well just sell it straight to the trader then.
So it's not like something that other people can buy stuff at?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a PvP type thing. Like if you're playing with like a server or whatever, like a large server, for people to come up and be like, oh, I'm gonna check this and see if it has anything that I may not have that the trader doesn't have.
Yeah.
Like I think some of the vending machines in front of the shop that you can access sometimes can also have stuff put in them.
It's funny that of all those movies, they have all these kinds of characters from different mythologies like that. Like Loki and
Right.
I guess Thor, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's probably other ones too, but I don't really know exactly how many they have. I always like that when they feature things like that in movies or TV shows. What's funny is the show I watched a lot of, Stargate, they kind of did that, but it was like all the mythological figures from like Egyptian mythology, and you know they did have Norse mythology as well. They were like different kinds of aliens,
Another
basically,
stranger in need?
that visited the
I've
Earth at
got
different
what
points
you're
in time. And basically, so like Thor was actually like one of the gray aliens that you kind of like see, like supposedly from Roswell and stuff like that.
Excuse me, sorry.
Like they visit this planet and like there's this like big guy that like shows up like, and it's supposed to be Thor, but it's just like a projection. And then later on they meet him and he's just like this little short guy.
Right. I still think that that Wizard of Oz movie was hilarious too, like the origins of the Wizard of Oz. How like he used a hologram of himself to make himself look more threatening and powerful.
Yeah, the great and mighty Oz.
Yeah.
And you came all this way.
God of War does that too. Yeah, that's... Yeah, well, it's about the God of War, right? Who is that? I forgot his name. Oh, that isn't that a Greek mythology? Maybe they do different mythologies. Uh-oh. Why can't I turn? Come on. Can't get my... There we go. Slowly train the gyrocopter. We'll take off like this. It'll be fine. So I don't really know if it's Greek or Roman, actually. It's actually kind of mostly the same. The Greeks had like the original mythology, and the Romans kind of like adopted it and mostly just renamed things.
Right.
As they did. Yeah, with the Stargate movie, which had, I think it was Kurt Russell was in it. It's like, initially starts off with Egyptian mythology, and it's supposed to be like the Egyptian pharaohs were actually controlled by these like alien parasites that made the humans work for them, and they made them slaves to like build the pyramids and all that stuff. And the pyramids were actually like functioning as landing sites for the spaceships.
Right.
And then basically they find the Stargate, and it's like this device that was used for traveling to different planets, and they go to this other planet where they still have like basically the Egyptian slaves, and they have to kind of liberate them from the alien dude. So the first 3 games are about the Greek. Okay. So that is kind of what I thought. And then later on they move on to the Norse mythology. Yeah, I guess you want to do some variety, right? Okay, I'm going too far over, I guess, for where I wanted to go.
So I'm literally starting to
Fall asleep?
sell the... No.
Okay.
Well, I might do that here in a little bit, but I'm selling the journals that like we have multiples of that we highly unlikely need anymore, so that we can just like say, oh, you know, like we have like a whole stack of like 5 of these. So I'm like, we probably don't need that many.
Probably. So I'm kind of while I'm doing this, I'm cleaning my monitor because like sometimes I see when I'm like point up at the sky and it's like bright, I can be like, oh, there's like a little spot on the monitor I need to clean off there. Let me just get that.
Right.
While I'm flying the gyrocopter, I don't really have to do anything else. Except I think I kind of flew past where I wanted to go a little bit.
We got a miniature horde trying to break through the base.
A miniature horde. What if they had like little short zombies to try to get in? Oh, it could be like Minecraft. Maybe had the child-sized zombies.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they don't.
Maybe they'd get complaints if they had like child zombies you would shoot.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably, because it's more of a realistic game than say something like Minecraft is.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so funny. I was watching a video about like the thing about making the game for kids to play or whatever, and it was talking about how like it makes a game that's like super violent like seem less so, right? Like I remember one of the silly things that Halo had is every time you got a headshot, it would shoot confetti and it would go, yay!
Yeah. They had child zombies in Dead Space. Was that in the original Dead Space or the new one? Just out of curiosity. Or both, maybe? That was a gyrocopter for sale. Do you want to guess how much it is, Mike?
5,000?
No, it's $112,000 or tokens.
Oh, nice.
They're just off by a load.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't actually play either one. But I know they made the new one, or the remake recently. I'm surprised. I have, at least as far as I know, I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me to play those games. The Dead Space ones.
Yeah.
At least not that I remember. I know they were pretty popular at one point. I don't know how successful the new one was. If it's gotten people like interested in the series again, or if they're gonna make more of them now. Did you play those ones?
Dead Space?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did.
It's like a horror game in space. I don't know if it's zombies or like undead kind of alien creatures. I'm not sure exactly what it features.
Yeah, it's an alien creature thing.
Aliens.
That's pretty cool.
From the name Dead, I assumed it was some kind of like undead thing, but maybe it's just named that for some other reason.
I think it's because everyone on the crew starts to die, basically.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did change this in the new, like, 21 beta, or whatever they're calling experimental. If they're making it so that, you can still power the gyrocopter while you're reading the map. I think that'd be a good idea. Hopefully they do that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of, like, the little changes like that they could have in the new version that would make it worthwhile. Because there's a couple of little game mechanics that could be fixed up like that, which, I mean, should be pretty easy to do.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of quality of life things they should definitely do.
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of.
I'm surprised they haven't put a auto drive mechanic in yet.
Yeah, even an auto walk would be good too.
Right.
Oh, you must be around here because I need more shared experience. 1483. What did you kill?
Cop zombie.
Ah. I love how I could hear the shotgun from so far away.
Oh, cleared it. Yay. Oh, nice. There's another schematic. Heck yeah.
This is kind of silly because I'm just taking items out of like the bins I have and putting them in the vending machine just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had a bunch of learning elixir in here apparently. I made some of my own because I wasn't sure if we had any. Well, I guess whenever you're done with the stuff you're doing, we could probably end this. If you're ready to get to bed. Because I already did everything I needed to do, at least for now.
Yeah, I was just gonna do one more quest and then probably call it. So yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Oh, all right.
I should get one from the trader while I'm waiting. Could do it next time.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
I always forget to take one when I'm
What do you
turning one
say,
in.
friend?
Right.
Is this
I'm
the
in a
hospital
bit of a
again?
quandary.
Factory?
Can you
Yeah,
help?
whatever. Factory. We'll do that next time.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right. Well, I'll do my little outro thing. Thank you, everyone who showed up to the stream and those who are still around, maybe lurking or whatever. We appreciate each and every one of you. As far as Horde Night went, that was pretty awesome. Watching Try run around and literally be cannon fodder. That was very entertaining, to me at least. I hope it was to you guys.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed.
Let's see. Overall, I didn't do a whole lot this time on my end. I kind of just fixed a few things and then just sat around for Horde Night because I was like, I don't know what I want to actually do in the game today.
Yeah, I'll have to see next week because I'm not sure if we'll try to just do this again or maybe if we find a day we could try to do the Phasmophobia again. I'll have to, consult with Beepus on that, see what her schedule's like.
I mean, worst case scenario, we could just do it you and I too. I'm sure. I'm sure it
we
would
could
be
try
fine.
It seems like
Yeah.
one of those games where like the more people you have, the easier it is because you could do more stuff at once. But we could always try it just
Right.
with 2 people and see how that is.
Yeah. Yeah, most people that I watched online say they have like a group of 4, so I guess it makes more sense to have more, but
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if we had like an extra person who had the game to like actually like just stay on like the radio in the truck that you have, because then they can just like monitor everything and see how everyone's state is. Oh, another thing I found
Right.
out, I guess I'm kind of delaying time here, but whatever, is that
That's fine.
you can, as long as you keep your sanity, I think it is, above 50, like the ghosts don't actually attack you. So you actually don't get
Oh.
killed unless your sanity dips too low. So now I
Right.
understand how that works too. There's actually a lot to
That's
the game,
good.
which makes more sense when
Right.
you actually know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see next time. Maybe next week we'll find out if we do any better now that we know this stuff.
Right.
And like Mike said, yes, everyone, thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely week. And, if I don't come back with something sooner, that is. And
Mhm.
I'll see you then. So good night, everyone.
Good night.